Feature Friday.
The freshest.
We are live. Feature Friday Plus.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Motherfucker.
Welcome to Feature Friday Plus.
I want to make a new tag
You want to make a new
for
tag?
Feature Friday Plus.
That
I
sounds
wonder what
like
that
fun.
tag is going to be. I want someone to tell us. If you've got any ideas for a new tag, you know how like...
Feature Friday. Well, Feature Friday. What is it?
It's like
The
Feature Friday, the
freshest.
freshest. Yeah. But for Feature Friday Plus, I kind of want to make another one.
like what? What
I
would
dunno.
you put?
I don't know. Feature Fridays. And then like...
Feature Friday Plus.
and then the sound of these...
Of brewing coffee.
That's not bad. Or maybe the sound
I already had my cup of coffee, by the
of
way.
this unknown, never registered before lizard sound or something. Or like an unknown species.
Why?
You know how Joe Rogan's is like... Ooh,
Why would you want to have an animal to a creature or a creature?
Or like a slap. I'd like that.
Ouch!
Yeah, that'd be good. Or maybe like...
Why? We're not very slappy on a Sunday. We're actually more mellow on a Sunday.
So coffee on a Sunday would make sense.
Yes, of course it would make sense.
Why would you have coffee on a Sunday?
You need coffee on a Sunday to function,
No.
like you do on
You
Mondays.
shouldn't function on a Sunday.
True.
You should relax on a Sunday.
Good point.
Come join us. Let's listen to some music. Let me talk to you to some
Maybe
music.
we can have like a, I don't know, like a burst chirping.
Oh no, I hate burst chirps in here. A frog.
No, un gallo.
No.
Un gallo.
No.
Una gallina.
No chickens. I don't know. Let us
Yeah,
know. Let us know
chickens.
what you think at the new time. I thought I had a long sleeve shirt, so I was doing this to pull it down.
We have lost our minds in case you are wondering what's happening here today.
Yeah, yeah. So let us know what you think the tag should be for Feature Friday Plus, because I'm still trying to figure out, and I can't. That one came out of nowhere though, because we had this drink,
Crush.
and when we did our video,
So good, though.
it sounded so good, and I was like, oh, that's the one.
That's the one. It kind of came organically. Maybe we should just do that. Just organically let it be.
Okay. Let me
Something.
find the unknown creature thing.
Ah, that's not organic. You're actively looking for it.
Oh, I accidentally found it.
Area 51. Hitting noises.
You know what? I feel like I'd be a good actor.
Who, you?
Yeah. I just have to play characters that act like me. You know? Yeah. I just have a very limited career. But I'd still be good at certain characters. You know?
Okay, explain your character.
I don't know. Say like, say you need someone to be like, oh, wonder where I could get a taxi. That's right there, mate. That would be my line.
So just a regular random Joe.
Yeah. Just, just so like you're walking around and like, oh, hello, mate. Where should I get a taxi? No, you're right. Over there, mate. It's good. I mean, or say you're like in a, maybe you're in a subway, right? And you're asking for directions.
Okay, you be the guy giving directions?
Yeah, and I just sort of sent you the wrong way.
So you are the homeless guy in the tube station.
Oh, the homeless guy, mate. Bit more character than that. That's easy to play.
Oh, okay.
Just imagine, instead of dressing up on a Sunday
So that's also in your
morning.
range, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd probably do that. Wouldn't really like that though, because I wouldn't like people knowing that I played a homeless guy.
Why not? It's
I don't
part
know.
of your
Bad smell.
It's your artistic curriculum. It's like anything matters.
If you were acting, the thing is, I think I'd be such a good actor. I would want to become the person for a while. So say I went homeless, I would actually have to go homeless to understand the ins and outs of it. Or
And he will be in screen for like 3 seconds.
Or say I was like, can I give... Oh, it's alright. It's there, mate. The taxi cab thing. I would want to play that person. So I would just go to an airport and just sort of...
Give directions to people.
Direct people.
Hi, do you need directions?
Yeah. So, do you want a cab? Oh, yeah. It's over there, mate. I'd practice it.
How did that sound? Rate me from 1 to 10. Was
Yeah.
that truthful?
You wouldn't get actors as dedicated as me.
No, I agree.
Who have you heard that was willing to do
A
that?
lot of people.
Not really.
A lot of people.
Say
do
I
that.
was just an extra. I would want to live as the extra for about 72 hours just to deliver.
That's called method acting.
Yeah, that's what I'll be good at. Method acting. Like, say, you got to fight a gorilla. Yeah, I'll actually train, fight a gorilla. Even though the gorilla I should fight, probably just special effects or something, I do reckon though, if you were gonna fight a gorilla, you'd probably need about. You just need your body would just have to be knives, wouldn't it? It would just have to be everything would have to be spiky. So if he touches you,
Oh my God.
if he touches you, you'll get hurt.
Okay, you know that TikTok is going viral everywhere.
But think about it.
Let me finish my idea. I do agree with
you will never be able to beat a gorilla.
Oh my God! Listen to me. You know that TikTok that's gone viral that says, Do you ever wonder what's going on in his head? I do wonder what the hell is happening in your head. Like, how do you come up with this spins of reality?
Just sort of listen to me. That's what's going on in my head. If you sat there and you listened to me, then you'd know what's going on in my head. Just this tornado of ideas, non-stop brewing chaos and distraction, and a bit of bit of fun. Yeah. That's what it is, isn't it? That's all thoughts are. To be fair, you don't really know where they're gonna go. You don't.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree with you.
You just sort of put them out there and you hope. It hit the wall. It's like a tomato. You sort of throw it and you hope it sticks.
Did you have some coffee today?
Isn't it? That is pretty much what thoughts are.
Yeah,
especially when you're sort of like in a platform.
A tomato that splashes against the wall. That's a thought.
No, and you'd want it to stick, because if it just falls,
to the wall,
it's worthless.
So the wall would have to be rugged.
Rugged.
Yeah, so it sticks to the wall, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just like a sticky wall.
That's a sticky wall.
Yeah, just like it sticks.
Very thought.
And that's how sort of that thought really stuck with me.
Wow. Deep. That's deep, Efra. Wow.
Very.
Very.
Do you know what was deep today? Look how good of a segue this was. Look how good of a segue this is. You know what was deep? Super Junior's new album.
Okay, you lost me. That's it.
Can you believe I actually used to run a show?
Yeah, with direction cards and a bunch of directors.
Yeah.
The reason why they never let you riff
Hence
this is the reason.
Hence why that one was successful.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Efra.
Well, yeah, let's go on to
Super Junior.
Yeah, Super Junior's
Super
album.
Junior-K.R.Y.'s new album. The only thing I have to say overall, here it is. It's I believe that you're floating on clouds and watching the sunset go by. That's what I feel like when I heard the whole of that album. That was
nice.
my conclusion of it all.
That's very nice.
That just lets you know. It was just beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I feel. You know that little sentence I just read?
Yes.
You know when you're sort of like in first grade and a teacher asks you to do
Are you telling me that my thought analysis is first grade level?
Did not feel like that though. Just like, teacher. Miss Martinez or something.
I feel slightly offended by that.
Goes and tells you, go home, write your feelings down. I feel like
I'm floating on clouds and watching the sunset.
Yeah.
Deep.
And it's because accidentally you had some of your parents' drugs.
Wow, so my music analysis is at the level of a first grader that was high.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm just saying. It just
wonderful, thank you.
I do agree though, it did feel very weightless. Like it felt like you were listening to that type of music. Because it's very ballady. It was very ballad.
Yeah, that's their strength.
It felt very like, you were weightless. There was nothing really mattered. You were just going through this journey of emotions.
Yeah, nothing was hard work. Nothing felt like it was difficult or tedious.
Yeah, you forget you have bills to pay. You forget realities.
Let's get to song by song. Let's get song by song because you're stealing away my ideas.
Okay, so when we were us, we watched that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So you can go watch that.
I said beautiful. We have seen it. Loved every moment of it.
I said.
If you haven't seen it, is definitely on our on my channel. If you want to go check it out. So.
Yeah, I said when we were asked, check our reaction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Efra.
Then
deep.
The second one was Way to Busan.
Busan, yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Go on. Way to Busan. That was the next one. I was like,
Efra, you're on one today. Jesus, you're so weird. Okay, so.
Well, I just introduced you to the song and you just stopped talking.
Because I thought you were going to talk.
No, sort of ladies first and all that stuff.
All right. Well, thank you.
I was raised the right way.
I said such a delicate track. Love the string section of it. It's super charming and romantic, kind of like dreamlike feel to it. It feels very human. Like the whole song, it felt very human. Like I know that sounds like redundant and like duh, yeah, but it's just very real. The images that came to me were like sweet summer breeze, mellow, easy loving, and it gives me like Sin Banderas type of style of music.
Because you know who
if
they
you
are.
don't know who Sin Banderas are there is a duet ballad group that was early 2000s in South America.
Yeah.
They were super popular. They're not together anymore, but
really?
You should totally check them out. And they've got some beautiful harmonies, pretty similar, vocally melodic to what Super Junior was doing here.
Yeah, I'd say if you like KRY and then you like Spanish, you would probably enjoy a lot of Sin Banderas stuff.
Sin Banderas and
Very old,
Camila. Though. You would also enjoy 2006 Rake.
Yeah,
So,
I said when I wrote it, I said that you said that Busan was like this, sort of like Brighton.
Yeah, it's like this romantic date destination. I think it's close to the shore. I think it's by the sea, but I'm not very sure. Just let me.
Yeah, so I kept imagining
Google
that.
it.
Maybe if that's not the case, then I was imagining the wrong stuff. But I did say that it is genuine
Yeah,
music.
it's by the coast.
Oh right. I just said it's genuine music. Like when you think of music, right? Or when I think of music, I sort of think of this type of music.
Yeah.
Like this is what music is. If I had to explain to this person who's never a human, or like an alien, this is what music. We have this amazing thing on Earth that is called music, right? I would probably play like a song like this, because it really exemplifies what like humanity is: relationships, emotions,
Exactly
feelings.
what I that's what I was trying to capture when I said it felt very human. I
With
think
your poem thing.
No,
Oh.
when I said it was very human, it kind of felt like it embodied every emotion and all the beautiful things of being human and in love represent. It like really represents what this journey of being alive is. I don't know.
Then I agree. The way back to you, that was I said happy. That wasn't my favorite track of the album, but songs like this must exist because they have a huge variety of instrumental ideas. The instrumentation of the composition, that was bloody good words, mate. Right, was really high level. Like the use of trumpets, it sort of felt like big band to some extent, mixed with ballads.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was New Orleans sort of feel.
Yeah, the beginning, the
Texas.
intro. No, the intro was very New Orleans bluesy, forward kind of track.
So I just said it makes me happy, and it gathers. I think it's popping off as well to gather enough interest in non-fans to gather interesting songs like this to a subdivision of an actual group, and it creates more fans.
I said I couldn't agree more. You're gonna see what I wrote. I said the trumpets and pianos give such a bluesy feel, but the drums bring it back to a beautiful pop ballad.
Yeah.
Because when the drums came in, it kind of felt like it wouldn't fit with the blues idea that the intro had at the beginning. Like the first few seconds of the song, it had a very blues forward, especially with the trumpets, blaring at you. It kind of felt like wrong to an extent, but it gave that pop ballad that you needed. I wanted to play in repeat because those happy vibes could make the sun come out on a rainy day, because that song is literally...
It makes you happy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just it's such great vibes. I said it's so great. I love the whole musical composition, and I just adore having that human touch in every instrument played in the whole album. Because it throughout the whole album, you had that orchestra musical arrangement, on a constant bass,
Yeah.
it kind of gave that cushion, like that trampoline for the vocals to really just pop off.
Mm.
It's a bit like me coming from a musical theater training background. It kind of gives you that power ballad from a contemporary musical that you know has so much force coming from everybody else from the orchestra that just gives you that oomph, you know, that second level for the vocals to be really supported.
I did say it feels like Disney.
Yeah.
You know, it did feel like Disney, especially that one. It felt like a movie.
The Princess and the Frog type thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that,
a modern version of
that
it.
sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I agree.
Then it goes on into Icon, which is, I said, that's probably my favourite song of the album because it's really repeatable music. I find that the more you listen to that song, because we actually heard it twice, the more you listen to that song, the more details you find that you sort of fall in love with. And given the fact that Korea, knowing from your comments, the fact that in Korea, the most popular genre is actually ballads, I'd feel that I Can't would be probably one of the most popular songs, apart from When We Were Us, from that album, because it really does have that ballad feel and ballad charm.
Well, like I said earlier, the musical arrangements are just so beautiful. They have such a strong theatrical undertone.
Yeah, it's very theatre, isn't it?
Yeah, it has a very strong theatrical undertone that provides a wonderful background for the voices to just shine and be the main character of the story.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful, and the emotional journey is so true and so palpable. It just felt, yeah, it's very there. It's very real, you know. And I just wonder where all of this emotion and inspiration to write the songs and who was the musical director throughout the whole album, because it's such a beautiful masterpiece, like in terms of directing music itself, you know, because the string sections comes in just exactly at the moment that you needed it. The trumpets just, you know, it's just very tastefully done. It's like somebody took the time out to think, here's the original song that we played on a guitar or on a piano, and what can we do to make it more romantic, to take you on a journey, you know. I'm really curious to see what the process was to make this album, because it's just beautiful.
I feel like it was targeted at one person. Like it was obvious, not one person, but it was obvious that it was to do with the love interest.
Oh, for
to
sure.
me, maybe I'm completely wrong.
Some lyrics, I couldn't find some of the lyrics.
I did. One of the I quoted one that I really liked, but I think it was in the last. But lyrically wise, I felt it was very direct in its message.
Yeah,
it probably was a few lyrics that were
album.
More like targeted at the fandom or stuff like that, because they do seem to do that. But I feel like it was towards persons, which lets me know probably they're married. Okay, moving on. Home was probably oh, they said this music really has the capability to make you aligned with your feelings. This type of music.
Yeah. Okay.
It gives you an opportunity to. What was that? What was that saying? Say you're like in a wedding, yeah, and then you're seeing the wife. What do you call it?
The bride.
The bride, yes, and then they do that thing.
They unveil.
Right. It gives you enough of a platform and time and a moment to unveil your feelings.
Oh, that's beautiful imagery. Good work, buddy. Good work. Well done. I like that. Double tap it.
Someone should well, double tap my heart.
No, your imagery. That was good work.
Someone should add applause here. Yeah, but you see,
fireworks. He made his brain work.
But you see what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
because it is you, right? But it just gives you that opportunity to be vulnerable for a minute, for a minute or three, you know?
Yes, I couldn't agree more. Go off.
So, and then I also said that regardless of language, Kyung Sun, Rywook, and Yi Sung, sorry if I'm pronouncing their names wrong, really do show that you can be vulnerable with your feelings. You can be a true world-class elite singer,
Yes.
but also make music that sells. You know, because there is a bit of a
Yeah, but they've got. I think that comes from years of making music that sells, you know, and being told what to do. So the moment that they, especially this being their first time that they release an album,
yeah.
it just lets me know that it was the right time for them to release this type of work.
Don't you think it was a bit delayed?
No.
Hearing from some of the comments that people are saying.
Oh no, definitely. People would have probably been asking for this for years, but I believe this was the right time because they've in their careers, because they have been exposed and they have done so many things. They know what works with people now. If they did it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they wouldn't have the experience that they have now. So I believe that this was the right time to put something so beautiful out there, because and plus the world needs to hear music that just is so uplifting.
I agree.
Especially in these troubled times around the world, you need something that just fits your soul, you know, and it gives you that breath of fresh air that you were needing so desperately. That movie-like feel that you can make your life a movie right now. You know, I feel like that detachment of reality, it's so desperately needed, and I think it was the right time. I just think is the right time.
And what did you think?
I thought about that the fact that it's only a piano doing all the work at the beginning, it lets me know, and it feels so full, lets you know that the vocalists are so well, like, prepared to fill up a song without needing any type of accompaniment.
Yeah.
You know, or very minimal accompaniment, because they just like.
Well, they've proved it live again and again and again. So
they know what it vocally requires, right? But then the string section, the string arrangement comes in to sweep you off your feet, like literally. When those strings came in, I was like, whoa, where did that come from? It was so magical. It kind of reminds me of a heartbreak scene in a princess movie, you know, when they they kind of take you away to like this whole fantasy adventure.
Yeah.
I was just, the harmonies are so solid. It just really, it was very fueled by heartfelt emotions, the whole section, and towards the end they gently laying you off. It didn't feel abrupt or anything. The crescendo in the middle, it just felt natural. Everything just flowed very easily in that song.
Then it went on for Midnight Story.
That's
right, which I said, this one is probably a great example of how far lyrics can also take a song, apart from music composition, instruments, and vocals. Because there were some really good lines here, sort of like, to some extent, it was kind of like poetry lines. You know?
Oh, they're definitely poets. I agree.
And one of the best lines I thought that I really liked was the stars who were wandering in search of the moonlight are now crying.
It's right. So poetic.
So I just thought it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant thinking, and it's a brilliant way to convey such the complexity of human feelings through poetry and lyricism and literature.
Yeah, it's. I believe it doesn't take me by surprise, because I believe they have mastered what poetry can the power of poetry. They have really like got around it and used it as a weapon. They know how to like lyrically compel emotions on people, you know.
Super Junior are SM, right?
Yes.
Right. So more to my point, we were just watching.
WAYV.
WAYV, or WAYV. Is that the right like?
WAYV.
Right, WAYV, and I was just saying that, listening to that album as well, and we'll go shortly onto that. That it was very clear that SM has really made a focal point singing and creating strong singers and making sure they pick those individuals that really have shown I don't know, maybe some natural ability, not sure, but they really choose the cream of the crop when it comes to singers.
Yeah, they really do.
Because they really rely on them.
And they really nurture it. They could find raw, beautiful singers, but they know how to nurture it. You know how to like bring them up and help them portray better vocal capabilities. Talking about the poetry side, if you want to their poetry and their knowledge of how to use it kind of reminds me a bit of Ricardo Arjona. You know, he's so poetic and he uses his lyricism as a form of enchantment. Like that is his charm, right? And if you don't know who Ricardo Arjona is, he's a ballad singer from South America, from Latin America. So you should totally check it out if you're into this type of music.
He's like a legend of the game.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows it, but if you don't, you should totally go check it out because his lyrics, it really will blow your bloody mind. So it just does. It's just beautiful.
You like giving it a number, don't you, to the albums?
Yeah, I'll give you my number of the day, just how I feel on the day, compared to everything that I've heard throughout the week, right? But my thoughts on Midnight Story were that once again the chord progression is just genius.
Yeah.
It has a very modern ballad sound. It kind of reminds me a bit of Bruno Major's new album, Let a Good Thing Die.
Yeah.
It really does, like this more electric guitar type feel, the beat itself, the electronic drum beat behind it. It just had that filled with bluesy chords and a melodic lyrics, and that it just takes you away from reality. It takes you away from that real life factor. Just you know, when you listen to music and then suddenly everything just changes, your whole reality is totally alternated. It's beautiful overlaid of voices. The breathiness of the vocals makes you feel and believe that you're floating on clouds and watching the sunset.
It's lovely.
End of my commentary. That's it.
It's very lovely album. It's very nice. I mean, we heard a lot of different albums today and in the last few days, actually throughout the whole week, all varying from, like, you know, heavy rap or what would you classify Bruno Major as? Like alternative, pop, ballads, very strong K-pop, electronic.
Very widely different Spanish music that we've never heard before.
Yeah, so it's been quite a crazy week of music. So it was very nice to hear something like this where it just sort of, it calmed everything down, really, you know?
Yeah, is that little piece of magic that you're in need of, you know?
What would you give it? Because you like giving numbers. I don't.
This is a solid 9.5 for me.
I think this is probably I won't say that, but I think, this is one of my favorite albums of the week.
Yeah, this is a solid 9.5 because my 10 is Bruno Major, Let a Good Thing Die. Because I just feel his lyricism just hits home. Like the way that this man's brain work is, it just
go a little into Bruno Major's album because I haven't heard it. So if you liked it that much, I'd give it a go.
Yeah, well,
because I've heard his previous album, the one with like a blue thing.
Yeah, that's a song for every moon.
Right.
A song from it's 12 songs, 12 cycles of the moon. Each
nice.
song represents something that happened in each month for him.
Good man, that's insane.
Yeah, and that happened, and he released that album after he got dropped from a major label, and he was like, I need to let all of these emotions come out, because he worked so hard on an album and then decided to drop him before any of that went ahead. So yeah, his story is great. I freaking love that man. I admire him. So it starts with All Soul, and it's just nice. It has a very catchy chorus, and I believe he has a beautiful way of putting bluesy chords to things that you wouldn't naturally quickly go to. It's a great first track. Again, it's only 10 songs long, so it's just the perfect amount. It's the perfect amount of songs that you just want to play them over and over again.
What kind of stood out? Like, what songs stood out?
Okay, my favorite two songs so far are definitely the most beautiful thing, he co-wrote this with Phineas,
Oh,
Billie
really? Billie
Eilish's
Eilish's brother.
They collaborated, and it has such a beautiful storytelling element to it. It feels palpable, it feels real, it feels like it could happen to anybody. Like this story, you could relate it to anyone ever, you know. And they painted such a beautiful picture of London, and how trivial things are, and yet how alight and alive they can become, through a different perspective. It's just really, it's really refreshing. It's a really nice song. I think I've played it already like 50 times. I checked it on my playlist, and it was like 50 repeats, and I'm like, okay, well, chill.
We're going for the 100.
Yeah, we're going for 100. Nothing is just it had a vintage feel to it.
I feel like he does give that off that, by the
Oh,
way.
super easy.
I feel like he'd own clothes that say they're designer, but they're under the vintage section.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. He dresses very simple. He's a very simple guy, like jeans, t-shirts.
Right.
It's
Normal
really
dude.
not, yeah. But yeah, he does fit that vintage filter.
Yeah.
But this has a easy VHS type of like sound to it. It's very
aesthetic
simplistic.
you love, yeah.
Oh yeah, I freaking love that aesthetic. If you haven't seen any of the videos I edit, you know that I just bloody love it. It has the simplistic lines of guitar lines and riffs. They're just very simplistic, but they're really nice.
One of them is called. One of those songs is called Regent's Park.
Yep. And it's so good. Nothing is really kind and cute. I think I would describe it as cute, because he's talking about he would rather do nothing with her. Like he would rather
just be.
just exist.
That's
And
good company.
If she would want to dance on tabletops, he'll go with her. If she wanted to watch The Notebook for the 17th time, he would watch it and cry at the end. You know, like
That's love.
yeah, exactly. But he say that he'll pretend that he doesn't mind, and
That
like,
movie is not that good.
it's great. It's a beautiful movie.
That movie,
and
it's just
moving
not
on.
that great.
It just catches you by surprise. The ending.
Is that the one with Miley Cyrus?
No.
Which one is that?
That's the last song.
The last song. That movie's not that great. You know, The Notebook.
It's epic.
Have I seen it? Definitely have.
Definitely have.
Every lady has ever watched it, so yeah, probably.
Definitely have. Anyway, so yeah, this just nice. Regent's Park. Let me see what the lyrics are about, because I forget about this one. But now we're here in Regent's Park amongst the flowers, and I wish it wouldn't rain. Cause in the sun you
good
look
day,
so
Regent's Park.
lovely that I'm falling for you all over again. You
Does
see,
it-
he's just so romantic and like,
Does he have a lady?
I don't know.
Because if he does, I think that's probably the one if he's writing that type of stuff. If he doesn't, then it's sort of the search for that.
Maybe he does. Yeah, it wouldn't
Because that is what you'd like your companionship to be like.
Yeah.
That you'd enjoy their company so much that the purpose of the company wouldn't make a difference. It's the
presence of that person.
it's the company that
Itself, yeah.
gives it purpose.
Then Old Fashioned, it also pre-released before this album released. Really good.
Yeah.
I loved it. She Chose Me is just so. It gives me, you know, that song in Toy Story where Jesse's singing, "If you love to me," you know that song that Jesse sings, the cowgirl.
Didn't
the
even know there was a
movie?
cowgirl in the movie.
Well,
A cowgirl, sort of like
when I was
a
your
cow.
friend, when
That
you
she was a
were
female.
when you were my friend, when I was yours. Well, that song kind of has the same melody ish to She Chose Me, and it's cute. It kind of feels a bit Disney like. It's really nice, and it also feels very heartfelt. It's that moment when you realize that person chose you, and you can't believe because they're so good, and you just can't believe they chose you.
So you do think someone like me would like that album?
Oh yeah, because it's so musically genius. Not just because of the lyrics and what it represents, but because it's musically a work of art.
I'd give it a go. But the reason why I'm asking that question, in case you didn't know ballet that well, you probably by now, if you're new to the channel, fair enough. But I think if you've watched some of the video, you'll probably be able to realize and stuff like ballet's very on the alternative, artsy, even to some extent theatrical and experimental side of stuff.
Yes.
I'm not that hardcore when it comes to that stuff. Like, I'm not into contemporary stuff. I don't know what lines are, body lines. I don't know what a pirouette is. I don't, not really into the whole alternative mood, you know. But there are songs from Bruno Major that I really like that I have in my playlist. So that's why I always ask Ballet. When Ballet's obsessed with an album, it could be for two reasons, right? It could be one, because it's so experimental and weird that you love it.
That
right?
I believe is genius.
Right, or that it's actually like, it's musically exquisite. So
he is the second.
Yeah, out of both of us, I'd say you probably have the best taste in music, like, because you really notice. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, because you notice things that sometimes just go over my head. Same with rap, like things go over your head when you listen to rap.
Definitely.
Because that isn't the stuff you consume the most.
No,
you know what I mean?
no.
All right, let's move on to. Did you want to say anything else? Sorry, I feel like I rushed you.
But I just gotta say that my two favorite songs in there are, The Most Beautiful Thing and A Figment of My Mind.
Right.
It's just genius. It's great music.
Let's go now. Check if anyone check the Q&A.
Oh, I'll check the Q&A. I think let's give it more time. Let's give it more time.
We posted like some questions and stuff.
It's going on live on Instagram.
Let's go with the BTS boys.
Oh, you want? Okay,
yeah?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So, we've listened to RM Mono or Mono. Maybe it's called like mono audio.
Like mono, yeah, like the audio.
Where it's just it just goes in one ear.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Instead of stereo.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've heard that, and it was a bit not one of the things I said to Waleska is like, I'm still very surprised. It does not surprise. I'm just saying, it still baffles me to some extent how much support, even if, say you like BTS, right? You're an army, you're a hardcore BTS fan. That means you're into pop and ballads.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You'd like that genre.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because it's the same with K-pop. It's like
also like party music.
Party music, you know what I mean?
Like mainstream music.
Yes.
Yeah.
But because these guys individually can do so many more things, because they're so trained, they're so artistically on another level. They're also shaped. They're really formed. They're really trained. They really evolved.
Yeah.
So if you like that type of music, right? But then individually they provide such different things. And one of the things I didn't know is, as you start seeing some of the solo stuff, like August D, we just do it at D2, and we were like, what the? This guy is a genuine rapper.
He literally blew my freaking brain.
And then you see Jimin, and you see Jungkook, and you see you see V, you see
every member brings such an important element to the table.
Jin, RM, and then individually they provide such individuality.
Yeah.
And talent individually. So going into these mixtapes, I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to expect, because I've never heard anything solo from RM, and I just heard something solo from August D. So we went into RM, and there were some songs that with me didn't resonate, right? They just didn't. But there were also other songs that I'm like, it's so good to see sometimes the journey of an artist. Like, for example, one of the songs that it was a highlight for me with RM was like Forever Rain and Everything Goes, right? Because some of the other songs, I think it comes down, a lot of them come down to personal taste.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was gonna be one of my favorite ones because he's one of my favorite rappers on BTS when he does stuff like that, right? But this wasn't a very hardcore rap album. This was a I think you called it like a vibe.
A very atmospheric, spacious, open. It could, like the whole thing. it's a vibe. It's an atmospheric, like interlude type of feel.
This was a complimentary mixtape.
Yes,
It felt like, you know what I mean? It felt like it was more about the environment and bringing you into his world and how his music brain.
I was gonna say it's a very good in to the way he sees, and the way he creates. Actually, there was a song here that Moonchild. Yeah, wasn't there one on Map of the Soul 7 that was also called Moonchild, and I think I couldn't help but think that was a spin-off of the original version.
I don't think. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Moonchild, Inner Child.
Inner Child, and it kind of has the same. I don't know. I feel like I read. Or
there was one that was called Moon. Yeah. And that was all about them, the fans.
Yeah. Well. I feel like there's a link, there's a reference there.
Could be. Definitely came out before them, before that one. So.
And obviously they create a lot of stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was like a link between the two.
I love that lady. Maybe it's a lady, maybe it's a guy. I don't know. Called Nell. That was in the song Everything Goes. I thought that was the best intro out of the whole mixtape. Like that intro was insane, and it proves to you that he can also sing.
Oh yeah.
Because he had a clear vision. I felt sometimes in some of the other tracks, the vision kind of got lost. However, that's okay because you're going into his mind. And it's the same conversation we were having before. It's like, I wonder what goes on in your head. Yeah, mate, it's a tornado of ideas and imagination and conflict and emotions. So when you have an opportunity with no label pressure and just create what you want to create, it can be a bit like more of a
experimental type
experience.
And not clear path, because as a creator, that's what you most of the times you are. You're not really clear on where you wanna end, but you know where the process is gonna be, or what you know what. I don't know. It's hard to word.
Yeah.
But I said actually for that song, I said that the chord progression was kind of unexpected, but I love the overlay of voices. It was nice. Also, in good.
Good.
Good. I thought that who would make a great feature in that song would probably be somebody like Camila Cabello or Halsey, somebody who would bring that.
That
pop
was the
element.
first thing you said. Yeah, you're right.
Because it has a very strong pop element, so I thought.
And knowing their relationship with Halsey,
Yeah, I just thought, dude, this is like the easiest thing in my head. That was
like
RM
the Halsey song.
The easiest feature to actually think about. And
Forever
Rain, the last one, I said that it was not at all what I was expecting, but I love the background acoustic guitar that kind of like plays in the background.
Yeah.
The vocal layers in both languages give such a nice depth to it, though. Like I said, it was not what I was expecting, but the repetitive overlay of voices in two languages just give it a very fresh twist to whatever idea I had compiled in my head.
Yeah, this mixtape, it was very okay for me. It didn't blow me away. It didn't really, it didn't click with me, right? And I try to look at the lyrics. I try to connect. It didn't connect with me. Sometimes it happens, I also believe, though, I feel like these types of mixtapes are probably gonna be a lot of people's favorites that a lot of people never get to see.
Yeah.
Because they never, for example, I don't know what led RM to write like this, because I don't know enough yet. You see my point? So maybe if I knew enough about, and I had enough knowledge about him as a specific individual, this would be one of my favorite projects, because I know he would always want to do a song like this. He always dreamt of doing a song. You know what I mean? He always wanted to have this.
Yeah, I just believe that when members of the band of a known image as a group give you an in to their personalities, to their inner struggles, to the way their minds work, it's always gonna be a fan favorite, especially for something so huge.
It felt very personal.
And groundbreaking like BTS. Like anything those guys come out like solo work, it's going to be absolutely pure gold. Because And even if you're not a fan, you're gonna have that curiosity to find out who they are, what really is that, what is the real reason, what is the real fire that moves them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
segueing into it, like perfect introduction. I would say the August D, his first mixtape, is a beautiful.
I feel like this RM mono mixtape would probably solidify a lot of people's. You know how they say what is that, bias, right? Like, oh, one of these is my bias, this person is my bias. I feel like after you listen to this though, if you really resonate with this type of music and this is your taste of music, you adore RM. Yeah, but one of the things I said to you is like, RM. The thing about RM, I feel, from the little knowledge we've got from BTS and all the stuff, and observing and watching how they interact in interviews, he's a great leader. So he is such a like a
figure to follow. Yeah.
Such a valuable asset to the group.
Absolutely.
Such a valuable asset as an individual to the industry, because he really exemplifies what it means to be a leader, what it means to be a spokesperson, what it means to
be the social relationship guy.
He's a machine. What a dude.
Yeah. He's incredible.
Talking about personal, as you said, I feel one of the most personal albums or mixtapes I've ever experienced has been August D's D1
and D2 too as
well. D2, yeah, you're right.
Both of his mixtapes have been such a beautiful experience, because it just, like, who would have thought that you would get to feel all angst, fear.
It feels like a diary, doesn't it?
Yes, it feels so personal that I feel like I'm invading.
It feels like a journal.
Yeah, it feels like I'm somehow invading somebody's privacy. You know? So go ahead, take it away.
Intro, I just said fire. It was so clean. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be this type of album, because it's right in your face.
It's so great. It's such a great atmosphere, like setting the mood. It sets really well what's about to happen. And
then I realized immediately, August D is a genuine rapper and lyricist, and studies the game and observes and learns, and really is able to showcase his most raw, pure emotions through rap, which I feel that's what rap is. It's one of the rawest forms of art. That's why it's so street. That's why it's so rough. That's why it's so brutal.
Yeah.
Because life is mean and brutal and kicks you in the balls sometimes.
Yes, dude.
You know, so
absolutely. Is that unfiltered reality check that you needed? You know, it's
no sugar can no what do you call it?
Sugar coating it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's absolutely. I agree.
So it begins with August D, right? The song is called August D, and I just wrote
what the F?
What the F with capitals K, and I was just like, insane. He's a true lyricist. Takes time to really look close at it, and I said to anyone listening to this that may not know who August D is, or this is what I'll say to my friends and stuff like that, really take the time to look closely to the lyrics, because even this is a common theme in the album, and I cannot stress how impressive this is. Even in English it rhymes.
Yeah, it's wild. That is just,
his message doesn't get lost in translation.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. Things that are just so, like, when a concept and an idea is so clear that you wrote it originally in one language. Yeah. It's so clear, it's so raw, it's so honest that when you translate it, it still means and it still holds the true meaning of it. Yeah. It's just wild. It just lets you know the depth.
I would like to know though, because I don't speak Korean. I would like to know if you speak Korean and English. If there's things that we missed, because when I was telling the lyrics to Waleska, it was one of the first time where I read the lyrics without the music after we heard the music to Waleska, just so we can converse about it. And Bale said, "Is like, are you intentionally trying to make a rhyme, or are you like reciting this?" I'm like, "Man, I'm just reading it. It just has that natural flow, and it's brilliant. He's so brilliant, that guy."
Yeah, I said is super energetic. It's borderline aggressive. It's dope. That's it. Damn, he's so good. That's what I wrote.
With a single song, Bale, I kid you not, mate. With a single song, he has become one of my favorite rappers ever.
Hands down. I actually compared it here to some of the greatest people that I know in the rap industry. Like, Calle 3 El Residente, like Eminem.
The M's,
It like honestly, it's wild. You never bring those names up unless you know it gotta blow your mind, right? I just said that it was super impressive. I was kind of blown away with the speed of the bars. Like the rhythmicality of it all was just so great. I said translates the fact that the chorus still rhymes when it's translated to English makes me freaking crazy. He's such a boss.
Yeah.
Stupid catchy, but it had me singing the second time I heard the chorus, and I just the storyline and the storytelling factor was so strong. It was so good.
It's insane. It's insane. I just, yeah, it's like the A to the G to the U to the S to D.
Yeah.
That is insane. It's true rap, for God's sake. And it's like, I just hope, man. I really hope, and that they keep blowing up bigger and bigger, and that then their solo projects like this keep blowing up bigger and bigger, because it will be, it would be like when the Beatles, right, were together, and then John Lennon made his songs. It would be like when Paul McCartney were doing his bits and bobs.
Yeah.
So it's like it was just as impressive, and they marked the industry not just as the Beatles but as individuals as well. I just feel these guys, look, man, and I'm going crazy here because I'm saying, goats. I'm mentioning goats here.
Yeah.
I just hope they do take that route, man, and I think they're on the way.
I believe that too. Then Give It To Me comes in with some old school atmosphere, gives it such power, and you can clearly tell what era he was perhaps the most marked.
Diss track vibes. This has a diss track vibe.
Yeah, but but in a boom bap era hip hop.
Yeah.
It's weird because he gave it such a tune with the trend, with the music in the moment.
Yep.
2016, it was very relevant, but yet it had a very strong classic hip hop that kind of has died as hip hop has evolved, and you can clearly see where the most of his influences come from.
Yeah.
On what era specifically, and it kind of reminds me of our underground Latin American rappers.
It does.
A bit.
It does. Good point.
Like
the Vico C's. The Tego Calderones.
Yeah.
When he was underground.
You remember that song that Daddy Yankee made with a bunch of underground Puerto Rican rappers that they were in the ghetto, and everybody was like, it was wild. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember this name of the song.
Let me find it. It was just so wild. But it kind of gave me that street culture.
It does. It does feel very, very street, man. Like it feels so raw, But it's so trained, and it's so practiced, and it's so rehearsed, and it's so refined. Yet it's so, I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? You really do get him though in this type of mixtapes, which is brilliant. And I thought that. I'm really happy. Like I said, he was so happy that so many people are able to appreciate his mixtapes and him, even though hardcore rap may not be their genre of choice. Excuse me.
I
of
agree.
Choice.
Yeah.
So,
people are so, like I said to you earlier, they're just so open-minded when it comes to the individuals, and
brilliant.
It's beautiful. And that makes the audience such an open-minded person overall, like a fandom that's open to literally any genre. That is so.
Dude, I'm telling you.
That's a unicorn right there.
That's exactly what I said. I'm telling you. I think the Army, right? It's probably one of the best, greatest fandoms you'll ever see, ever, bro.
Yeah.
For the years to come, it's insane, and I like, I don't know what, like, applaud them or just be so grateful. Somos de la calle, somos de calle, and I appreciate them or be happy that they exist in this time of streaming, of supporting artists, and where you can support an artist without having to buy.
And it doesn't belong to that frontier limited fandom, you know, like like they broke.
They're worldwide.
Yeah, they broke.
Mr.
That.
Worldwide.
Yeah, they literally broke that
It's bizarre.
wall.
It's
yeah,
bizarre. And they're doing so much for music. People don't understand that how important it is to have fandoms like those. Because it isn't just that they support BTS, dude. It's that they support music and they understand music. It's a world concept. It's not a country concept. It's not an industry's concept.
Yeah.
Then it goes to 72414-8, which I think is an area code. I'm not too sure. Actually, bad on me. I didn't do research on that. Please let me know. I tried, but nothing. It was too confusing.
Okay.
Maybe this is why I love when you guys comment and explain things to us. So thank you for that, and kindly do explain that to us because I have no idea what that means. But I basically just watched. I felt like I just watched the whole documentary about August D in this song. This is what rap is about. A story with emotion that goes past words, raw, powerful, meaningful. He's a top rapper. No matter what anyone says, the whole pop, I feel, the whole, pop raps, I feel like a little, like a tease, like a facade, like a little, I wouldn't say a facade actually, perhaps it's the wrong word. It's like you just tasted one strawberry with cream and you're about to get 12 more.
Yeah, it's a tease, yeah.
It's a tease. Because, my gosh, that guy is just an inspiring rapper and I find him so inspiring. Just the story, dude, on how he became a rapper. On
how he got to where he is,
and the fact that he's naming names like this person and this person.
Yeah, it's like he was absolutely shameless about it. He was like, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat anything here. I'm gonna tell you exactly who it was, when it was, where it was. And that is so that's so bizarre. Like on its own, you never hear anybody name dropping anymore. You know. You
know what I was gonna say. Well, you do hear it, but you only hear goats do it.
Yeah, like it just shows you the level. He is a goat.
Well, I think he's really bound to be like that guy's ability to express.
If anybody doubted his lyricism, they obviously don't know anything. Because, my God, the power. I just said it was such a rhythmical rap overall. Like if you hear to the core of like the how the lyrics just were bouncing off the beat.
Yeah.
It's very rhythmical. I love the fact that he got to tell his own story. He got to tell his own story through so much pain and struggles with so much lyricism. He's right. He's a genius. That's what I said. He hooked me from the moment he started. When you started reading the lyrics, he hooked me up like in the moment.
It's like a story, mate.
It was.
It's not like a story. His story.
I said amazing storytelling skills because there is a difference between telling a story and really embodying and taking you into that story, and he did that.
Well, yeah, anyone can tell a story.
Yeah.
Not many people are good storytellers, though.
There you go.
I just wanted to make sure that it was. Anyway, so he said he grew up in Daegu, or Daegu. I don't know where that is. Maybe that's the area code, or please let me know how to pronounce it. And like, I basically just learned how he became a rapper and the things that angered him. The fact that he went to a school where everyone was wealthy and he was working twice and 4 times harder than everyone, but these guys could just get by because they had influence and money and wealth and families with
and he was in the underdog position the whole time.
Yeah, the underdog. He wasn't even in the picture. You know, it was like no one really cared. He had to work a job, stopped working on his rap, but then started working on his rap.
Got injured, got out of it again, did it all over. Like it's just
crazy. And his anger, but his frustration. He's more frustration and a bit of anger. And then
kind of fueled him to be where he got to.
And then he's like, okay, watch closely. Leave your doubtful comments about whether I debut. Watch me after years. And then he says, a-hole. A-hole, look at what I'll be doing. You would see me on TV and then decide to contact me. It
rhymes in English. It's wild.
It's just, the guy is just on another level, for God's sake.
He is wild.
Then we go to, obviously, this. I don't want to skip the importance of the skits. However, I can't really enjoy them because they're mostly in Korean.
Yeah.
And the translations did work, but I did get a message saying, don't pay too much attention to the translations of the lyrics because they really didn't do a good job of that, which lets me know maybe
A lot of things get lost in translation.
Yeah.
Then it comes to 14.
No.
No.
Blah, 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 blah. Goes to the last.
The last.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last. The chords are so good. They work so well with the topic of the song itself. I can feel the anxiety and fear. I can still hear and know the warrior.
Yeah.
Incredibly deep. Kind of makes me think he needed to voice all of these heavy memories and struggles for his own sake rather than for the world to listen to, right? I also love how aware of his surroundings he actually is, because even if this was for him, he also knows that the fans will be listening and supporting regardless, right? The fact that he has to put himself through a living hell every time he performs to thousands of people just shows the type of person and character and strength of character he has. My favorite song. And
yeah, it's my favorite song too. I mean, I just said that it goes hard because we start to learn about his social anxiety, his demons, his depression, his OCD, how much success really means to him, but by how much success really means to him, and that by dealing with that part of himself, he has actually created, and by achieving this success, he has actually created a monster that feeds on the things he has just achieved. So fame, money, wealth.
Rolexes.
Yeah, so how ironic, and how ironic yet real, because it does seem to be like that. Like when
it becomes this like cycle, right? I need this in order to function.
Well, just because you've sorted out your problems in your current state doesn't mean that when you change state and you evolve and things are better, you won't have any issues.
Oh yeah,
now,
you encounter new ones.
Rumor has it they're worse.
Yeah.
Because you've become better, so your challenges become greater. Right? That's the whole point of whatever you're dealing with, is to actually make you a better person in the long run. So if you do manage to overcome it, challenges do break people, and that's why life isn't fair. But I just said how effing genius that from hating people to having one of the most loyal fan bases ever, and people that truly, truly love him and appreciate him.
Yeah, it's wild.
So from no success and meaningless existence to a clear purpose and wealth, seemingly meaningless existence because he didn't know what his purpose was or his meaning was. From ego to self-respect. So he's really gone to this whole journey all through a song. Like, it's so bizarre. And then I just said that never been a fan of rock rap. I hate rock rap. One of the reasons why, if you've ever heard Revival by Eminem, it wasn't one of my favorite albums because it was mainly rock rap, right? And like, if you dislike an Eminem album, there's something wrong with you. But it wasn't one of my favorites because it was mainly rock and stuff. So, but this is really how you would make an example of how good rock with rap and guitars and all stuff can fit, and how well he mixes English with rap in Korean. It's brilliant.
I said it's brutal.
It's brilliant, yeah.
It's brutal.
Then Tony Montana. Which is funny because that confirms my theory that he does watch a lot of Western stuff.
Oh, definitely, for sure. I said super ahead of its time. This has such a modern kind of like Travis Scott type feel.
To some extent, yeah, that's right.
That wasn't the vibe or the trend in 2016. The new Travis Scott, Astroworld Travis Scott.
No, you got Rodeo Travis Scott.
Yeah, but it's not the same guy. Like,
some say that's the best Travis Scott.
Good point. Maybe perhaps
Let me
it
just
was.
double check that is 2016. Travis Scott, because it does have that auto-tune feel. Rodeo is from 2015.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go then. Still ahead of his time though, because it's really relevant now. Though.
Beeps in the Trap.
Yeah, good
was
point.
2016.
True.
And that has that vibe. So I'm not saying he copied it. I'm just saying
taking it back. But you're right. But there's a clear there's a clear path there.
I'd love him and Travis to collaborate.
Oh my God! Could you imagine
Please, for the
how
love of Jesus.
freaking fire that would be?
We've really been surprised to who watches. But if by any chance Travis or anyone that knows Travis watches, just
not only Travis but BTS.
And August D, just please
just do it.
Make
Go
it
ahead,
happen.
Make music together.
That would just break the world. Break the internet.
Yeah, it would.
It would break the
it
internet.
really would. It really would just set a new era of music.
Tony Montana. Go on.
Oh, crazy. I was gonna say again, the lyrics are amazing. The rhythm is undeniable. He really wrote that beat.
Yeah.
Love the references. He really is a damn boss. The power is brutal.
It's crazy how much Scarface had an impact in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
Then it goes So Far Away.
Oh, that's the last one, right?
Yeah, it's a slow rap, good outro, I'd say. Heartfelt rap, talking about realizations and reality mixed with insane vocals of Suran. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I don't see any other way of pronouncing it, but I've probably pronounced it wrong. It's great delivery, it's amazing, and it's so relatable even by not knowing Suga personally or being that hardcore fan of him that knows everything. It still touches me. Great mixtape, for God's sake, that's how you kill a mixtape. Production value is so high, composition, lyricism, choice of singer, vibe, length.
Everything is perfect.
It's brilliant.
I said
that's my favorite album.
I said I love the vocalist, adore the message behind the song. Kind of weird that I like it so much because the concept kind of can be cringe
so
worth
the dreams.
It can be so cringy if it's done wrong. Like so many people do it. It's like follow your dreams, and you're like, no. What is this, Disney? Yeah, and it makes me feel so good that it comes from a true, honest place.
Strength of character, man.
What makes it so good is that it's so raw and unfiltered. And the chorus is so melodic. It gives that hope element to it that's so necessary in a song like this. That guitar was so crazy good. I would have never thought that it would go down so well. It was perhaps the greatest musical moment in the song. I love it.
Because that's what we were discussing. That what makes things cringy, what makes things seem out of place, and I thought it's just strength of character. Things that things that seem out of character are the things that make people be like, ugh. So if your character it's truthful, strong, and genuine, things usually don't come off in a
cringy manner.
You know?
I think that also comes from a lot of conscious soul searching.
Yeah, and self-awareness. You gotta be self-aware when you're doing that
definitely.
type of stuff.
I don't think finding this type of strength of character, this brave outlet of putting everything, all of you in one mixtape comes from I'm just gonna write. It comes from that constant search of what makes me better. How do I get to be the best version of myself? It's a conscious path that this man has spent nights awake thinking, who am I? What is my value? Where do I go?
Yeah.
Which is why I think the whole concept of Map of the Soul for BTS such a groundbreaking thing, because I genuinely, truly, this proves my point, believe that every single member or is constantly going through that self-questioning, you know, and that big like conclusion, you know.
I really do feel that it's like there's only so many rappers I know. I'm a hardcore rap fan. I know a lot of rappers. Not personally, but I know a lot of rappers. That I don't know how many could have produced something of this caliber. As a mixtape, are you crazy? That's crazy. It's just so crazy. Well, going to now probably the final release of this week. Was it WAV, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. WAYV released, and the album's called Awaken. Awaken the World. Very movie-like. Isn't it?
It's very like apocalyptic type thing.
That sounded very cockney. Very movie-like. Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yeah, I said Awaken the World is strongly commercial, catchy, is an easy bop.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the beginning for some reason. Like it didn't sit
Weird.
well
It was
with
very
me.
weird. Yeah.
It didn't sit well with me until the rappers came in to absolutely murder it.
I think my conclusion, the whole album, by the way, spoiler alert, I think the rappers absolutely murdered everything.
Yeah. They really are.
So as me as a rap fan, I'm so happy that the rappers on this group are so strong.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. I actually said that it worked so well with the vocal line, and that middle 8 guitar is such a great change. It kind of felt crazy in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid track,
it.
mate.
Yeah. Crazy. Then is Bad
I'll
Alive.
just change the beginning.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's coherent when you hear the whole song. The beginning, it's
weird.
Coherent, but I don't know. When you my first impression was resistance for some type of reason.
Maybe that's the intention, though.
I felt a bit like shake you out of place. Yeah, call attention.
Could be.
Perhaps. Good. Then Bad Alive. I just said the beat is so good, and the vocal line is so melodic. It's so melodic and creative. Kind of like really unexpected.
Straight to the. It's very. It had a vision.
Yeah, it really did. I said $1,000 shoes.
$1,000.
Clap, clap.
Yeah, I really like the rappers in this. Really like them. Then Unbreakable.
Yes, I said riffs for days.
Very good work by the vocal line. It's amazing.
Beautiful chorus, so different, so refreshing, nicely unexpected, and the beat production is just so strong.
I said I really like the rappers again.
Again.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Then After Midnight.
Yeah, After Midnight. I can't help but think of The Weeknd when I hear this.
You did say that. Yes, you did.
It was a super likable and easy song to digest. It could be a hit worldwide. It has a very young runaway type of love feel. Like I picture Vegas and neon lights and young lovers.
And that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, vocals never disappointing. Never disappoint. An outstanding rap line.
Right.
One more time. The interlude was super interesting and thrilling. I felt like it was like setting the mood for like an action movie. You know, it's like at any moment 2 cars chasing each other type thing. It was really good. Yeah. And then my favorite song up to this point was Only Human.
Yep.
I put a star next to it. I said that it was a very needed ballad / R&B song.
I just thought they would be so good at that.
They really are though. It flows.
Oh, by the way, I didn't listen to the last 5 tracks. Yeah, I just I went somewhere else.
He fell asleep because you were tired.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't. No disrespect. I know that's bad, but I just training and stuff just got to me.
No, I believe you. Poet is teacher.
So I'm relying only on you because I didn't get a chance to listen to from here onwards.
Okay, so I also said that it flows so smoothly. It becomes easily addictive. It's one of those songs that you could put on replay and never get tired of it. Even though it's one of the calmer songs, it doesn't stop being dynamic and engaging, which I feel like a lot of ballads can easily look over that fact.
Yep.
You know, can easily just forget the fact that you want the song to be dynamic, especially in an album that's so packed with energy, right? And I quoted a bit of the lyrics that it says, "Try to let go, but I can't." That's exactly how I felt about that song. I'm trying to like just move on, but I can't. Then Domino comes after, and he has a strong Chris Brown beat bass
Oh yeah.
thing
That's good.
happening. What was that song that you used to? Boom boom, get a line go celebrate. You used to hear to that freaking loop for ages.
Chris Brown and Joyner Lucas in.
Yeah. Gotta celebrate.
Yeah. Oh god.
Boom
what
boom,
is
hit
that
a
song?
Lambo.
It's not Angels and Demons. It's the other one that they made.
Anyways, it had. You know how the bass is like fat in that song.
Very.
This song has that element to it.
Nice.
And I said the rappers are really popping this song. Again, another global hit.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, that one. The verse really sits well on the beat.
Okay.
It's kind of spooky how well it works. That's
Okay.
what I said. Love the distortion on the chorus line when it says, "I can feel it in my bones." There's a little distortion of the vocals there that is just so good.
Oh,
Again, it has that spooky thing, but strange but quirky, and it's just cool. It's a very Chris Brownie thing.
All right.
Then is Up From Here and follows really well the previous song. It has a very modern beat, kind of weird but so fresh. It's very unexpected chord progression.
Seems to be our common theme in this album.
Yeah, but it's like it's just like you wouldn't think these chords would work with this type of beat, you know?
Yet they do.
So well, it's so refreshing.
So this is basically right down your alleyway.
Absolutely. The chorus is what did I say about the chorus? The chorus is just such an unusual and unpredictable line, but it's super satisfying at the same time. Okay. The rappers just know what to do, and that is just so hard because this beat is hard to read. Like if you were,
weird beat.
Yeah, because if you were given this track as a rapper, and like here's your part, what would you do here?
Was it a pop?
No, it's a weird mixture. It's like pop with hip hop, but it's like it's just strange. You gotta listen to it. It's very quirky. And I said, props to everyone involved in the making of this song. Clap, clap, clap. The middle 8 is so soft and beautiful that when the beat drops again, it lifts the whole song up, and you never saw that coming. The whole song kept you wondering what was gonna happen next.
Cool, I gotta listen to that one. That one has a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. And my other favorite song in that album is Electric Hearts. Beautiful. It's so good. It's the perfect dance tune that you didn't know you needed. Honestly, it's crazy. The beat just works so well, and it works so well with the previous song. It's strange because the other one was so peculiar, and this is so predictable, but it just works so well, right? The beat was fun and dynamic. It has a very nightclub feel, good vibes to it, but it's also not rushed. So there's nothing that happens out of space and
good
time.
club tune.
Yeah. It's just
I like
great.
that. They need those because I want to be able to say, DJ or someone's like, hey, play this one. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's so tastefully done. I added it to my workout playlist.
Brilliant.
The middle 8 is so good. It's kind of hard to move on from this one. Both rappers and singers really shine on that song. And the last one was Stand By Me, and it's just a very good, fun chord progression. Really great choice to finish an album.
Okay.
It kind of has that One Direction anthem feel.
Right.
It's very poppy. It's like straight up pop, but super easy to sing along to. The chorus was like super easy to sing along. I believe that this could easily be a fan favorite.
Right, I see.
And it has good vibes that fly all over it.
Does it have some of that chanting sort of feel?
Yeah, definitely. The whole chorus is the sing along chant.
It seems that that's
brilliant. That song.
Common theme on popular albums going on right at the moment, because I feel it becomes like the fan anthem, doesn't it?
It really is. And this being their first album, I just can't imagine what future holds for them, because
I'll definitely have to check out the rest of the songs, because the 4 that I did have a chance to listen to were brilliant. So, and now listening to your review, I feel like even if you didn't know WAYV is, it's probably a worth album listening to.
Absolutely.
An album worth listening to.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. It's crazy. That's so good.
Let us know which albums you liked the best, and if there's any other albums that we miss. Maybe because they're from France, maybe because they're from China,
maybe because they're from
Korea, Spain, Russia,
South America.
We will let us know, but because it's amazing when you guys let us know, hey, this happened. We'd love to hear that. So if you do, don't feel afraid to send us a message or comment things that are going on that you like us to check out, because we're all for it. And it also broadens our knowledge, and hopefully it gives you what you also want. Have we got any questions?
I believe we might do at this point.
We'll do a few.
Okay.
For a bit of fun.
Right, actually, just give me a second. Let me go to my Instagram.
I still love doing Q&As on my Instagram.
There's so much fun here.
Oh
just
my gosh.
pick. Oh, we got so many.
That's amazing.
It's fun.
Here we go. Oh, look, one by me. Calling you the T word. Blah, blah, blah. What was the reason behind your stupidest fight?
Oh, wow.
Food.
Clothes. Probably food or clothes.
Absolutely both.
Yes, cause Efra has this ridiculous thing that he won't share anything with me. Nothing. Literally, right? So if there is, let's say a plate of chips, you know, French fries.
Yeah.
Just sitting there right in front of him. Yeah. He will claim them his. Yeah. And I won't have any. If I have one, he will lose his head.
Yeah. If I was a dictator, people like that would be executed.
Yeah, so definitely either clothes or me wearing his clothes or me stealing his food. So basically me.
No, I love you. All you've got to ask is, all you have to do is just ask. Isn't it? Hey, may I have a chip? Of course you can.
And then you say no.
Exactly.
Then what's the point of asking?
Because you know, say you ask, it could go both ways. You should like the bit of the gamble, a bit of the excitement.
No, why would I give you that power when I can just take it?
That's just rude. That's just so rude. Probably that. No, it wasn't really a fight though. I do lose my head a little bit when it comes to those two things.
No, we've never really had like huge fights.
We don't really fight.
No, we don't fight.
You never punched me, have you?
I don't think I have.
What's your favorite songs at the moment?
You're
gonna say some Bruno Major stuff.
Definitely. Figment of my mind.
I'm gonna say at the
Bruno
moment,
Major.
Given what we just heard, I'm gonna say August D.
Oh, also true. I forgot that we had new music that I haven't considered.
August D, the last. From his August D mixtape. The D1.
I'm gonna say Super Junior, Way Back to You, as well.
And Bruno Major what?
Bruno Major, Figment of My Mind. Go check that out. Listen to it now. It's so good.
Did you listen to Super Junior-K.R.Y album?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Will you do a special feature Friday with specific artists like BTS? Absolutely, yes.
We will.
That's a promise. And I think we will start doing them. Probably start from next week, to be honest.
Oh, exciting time!
Because also they just did their Festa thing. And it's like an hour-long video, so we
About to feast on BTS content.
I don't know what it would be like with like YouTube's blocking thing. Because I don't know, but we could give it a go. Someone said, how many countries... Oh, have you ever visited Brazil?
No. Oh, I have. Yes, I have. I have been to Brazil. Just crossed the border when I was
Brazil.
in
Yeah, I said Brazil. For some reason, I read Ecuador. My mind went to Ecuador. No.
I haven't been to Ecuador. No.
Did you actually see? Did you actually see?
I didn't go to
the
Sao
Angels
Paulo.
Fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually saw that?
Yeah.
Why didn't I see that?
Because I went with my best friend.
You went to the Amazon rainforest.
I went to Amazonas, right. Like the savannah by myself and my.
Did you ever see any snakes?
I saw snakes. I saw huge spiders. I saw bachacos, like that big.
She just said
bachacos. I don't even know. They're huge ants with that bite the hell out of your skin.
Yeah. Do you like bees?
No, not bees, but like flies.
See a monkey?
No, I didn't go that deep into the savannah.
Did you see a tiger?
No, there's no
like
tigers
a
there.
bobcat or something like that.
No.
Like a big cat.
No.
Any dogs? You know?
Yes, I did.
Anything interesting, mate? You know?
Yeah, like Gran Sabana was one of like the greatest trips I ever did. And then because we were there, we crossed the border and we ended up in Brazil, and it was so fun.
Let's go now with.
Ate a lot of Brazilian food.
Last one we'll do. Are you religious or spiritual?
Yes.
You're very spiritual.
I am so spiritual.
Yeah, you're spiritual.
This is kind of weird. I'm like,
Yeah.
because I'm just okay. I'll leave it up to you.
What?
We're brought up in South America, very Catholic.
What the hell was weird about that?
No, not that. I'm diverting. I'm changing the subject of the conversation.
Just, you know, mate, Bali, whoever answered this question, is very spiritual.
Yeah, very. And I believe there is a reason for everything, and everything has its divine purpose in life.
Well, that's nice.
Thanks. It's just my beliefs.
Do you believe? I've never actually asked you. Do you actually believe in like the whole science stuff?
But like, I believe there is
Like-
true scientific factors to everything. Yes.
No, mate.
But
Scientific factors.
yeah.
What the hell do you think I asked you?
Like the whole science stuff. I don't
No,
know what that
science.
means.
Science.
Science. I thought you were talking about science.
No, science, as in like the whole like stars thing.
Spiritual science and stuff. Oh, horoscope.
Horoscope, that's the one.
Well, I'm glad we got there.
Isn't that what it's called? Science.
No, horoscope. Like the horoscope.
Right,
That's
horoscope.
I'm a Pisces. Do you remember that video?
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like, yeah, I'm an astrologer. What is it?
I'm an astrophysicist.
I was like, great. I'm a Pisces. Yeah, I do. I don't think the horoscope has as much power as people think it has. Like, I don't believe it tells you your future, but I do think that depending on when you were born and how the stars are aligned, there are certain personality traits that fall in that whole star alignment.
Because it is weird how you actually like.
But I don't believe it tells you what your love life is gonna be this week. Like, I don't believe in that.
But it is weird.
But I do think that it has an influence on your character.
It is weird how like, you know how people are certain signs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They do sort of act a bit similar and stuff.
Yeah, and
that's a bit bizarre.
And not only that, but you can also see it in social dynamics. Like, say that Gemini with.
Don't say what I am. I want people to guess.
We've already said it before.
We've never said it.
We've said it so many times. But say, like, okay.
Oh, I'm a Gemini.
Well, say between us two, like Geminis and Aries, like we've got a certain dynamic depending on our earthly element. We have a certain dynamic.
Yeah.
And you could see that dynamic kind of like repeat itself in other people from the same astrological sign, so but I don't think it dictates, and I don't.
You don't think it's as hardcore?
No, I don't think they. I think it has an influence, like the moon has an influence in your body, but I don't believe that it will totally change the way of who you are and completely shape your personality. I don't think it goes that far, but yeah.
Interesting.
Well, that's the rant.
I mean,
My witchy stuff.
it is interesting. Are you two siblings? It
Yes.
seems like you are, but not at the same time. We are.
Definitely siblings, yes.
We are.
He's the baby brother, by the way. For those saying that I'm the younger one, thank you, but no. Thank you.
Just shows how mature I am.
Ah, come
Yeah.
on.
Just shows that.
You're super mature. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude,
It's
I
fun.
think I reached 15 and I just never
Never
matured.
evolved.
Just after that, just sort of just stayed.
I actually feel like
I think 15 is best age.
I think I'm stuck at 17.
Well, height-wise, yeah.
No, I got stuck when I was 11. I'm still the same size person since then.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I think I don't feel any different from when I was, say, 20. And 5 years later, I'm 25, still feel the same. Like, I don't think that maybe doesn't say much about me.
No,
I just don't really feel that different, you know?
Yeah, I feel like you know, it's just you grow.
Sigo siendo la misma mente polla.
You just grow like
in other aspects.
Yeah, you know, your maturity, because you can still have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel that if I ever lose that ability to, you know, be absolutely just switch off and have fun and actually do what I want to do and not care too much about other stuff, and I think I'll be miserable.
Yeah, I agree. I think you
Especially
once in a
me,
while.
dude.
I think once in a while for everybody, you should let that inner child express themselves. Let them be whatever they want to be. And
I think music also allows you to do that.
yeah, definitely.
Even if you don't make music, or you don't understand music at a more profound level, you just understand it for what it is, or whatever.
There's nothing better, dude. There's nothing better than putting your headphones on, or putting on on speakers or whatever
Jamming.
at 3 o'clock in the morning and start dancing like an idiot in your room. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing better than that, and that's letting your inner child just go ahead and be free and wild for a little bit.
Yeah, I just sort of feel like things are not that serious.
Yeah, definitely.
You know why? Because the sun probably gonna blow up one day. So I just hope that whenever it blows up, I was happy.
Yeah.
And I just sort of lived the life that whatever I wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At some point, like there are some things that you can't control, but the things that you can, just do what you think is the best thing for you.
Those were nice questions.
They were really fun. Yeah.
We should do this every week. We'll do it. So we'll post a Q&A. We'll let you know the times and stuff. Maybe we'll do it on the community and stuff like that. When, so if you guys wanna put the questions there, or if you really wanna put your questions in, make sure then you follow Bali on Instagram. So because she'll be the one posting the whole question stuff.
Yeah, and then you'll see their answers here, like we just did.
Awesome.
Anyways, thank you so much for staying this long with us. We really, really enjoyed today. The music was
Brilliant.
Beautiful. And your company is always a pleasure, and it's always nice to share these thoughts and feelings with all of you, and without you it wouldn't be possible. So you're also a very important part of this whole thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye bye.